Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have the Australian Grand Prix for my team career mode. As you will notice, we are going straight into qualifying. I forgot to record the before bit, which is really smart from me. Yeah, I think that's the second time I've done this now. Anyway, hoping that this will be a little bit better than the last episode. I was going to try and make it so it's a live stream series, but I just don't think it was going to work. I couldn't get my streaming platform to work properly, so here we are in qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix, as I've already said. The car has changed a bit different. We've made it a little bit different, changed the livery up a little bit. Basically, the idea is to make it look like the Camel Lotus livery from 1986. Feel free to correct me on that. I'm not so sure if that was correct. It's either 86 or 87 or 88. I know it's one of those, not 88, not 88. 87 or 86. I'm going to pin it on that. But there we go across the line P11, 3 tenths off of Haas. The car didn't feel bad. The car didn't feel bad at all throughout this session. I actually got along with the car quite well. The system I was using was really nice. As you can see, we're already 2 tenths up through the chicane. I wasn't pushing to my fullest. Coming through that first lap, but yeah, as I said, the car is feeling good. There is a bit of understeer. I think that's more of just me trying to pin on throttle. But coming across to the final sector here, we're now nearly 7 tenths up and climbing. That was massive amounts of gap achieved there. That was pretty good from us. So we're going to come across the line and we're going to improve massively from a 118.7 to a 117 something. We go across the line to 117.9, and that puts us in P10, ahead of Albon, ahead of Ricciardo, behind Leclerc and Alonso, but we have finished in P10. It's really good for us. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, P1 into P2. Let's hope it doesn't end up like Hungary last weekend in real life, if we're talking. Our teammate did not get through Q2. He qualified last, as he so ever does. Jarno Opmeer is not cooking this season, and I'm a bit ashamed to say it. I was hoping, I get Jarno Opmeer in here, hoping he was going to do really well. He's not. But oh well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when I'm working on him. Don't worry, guys. I am working on him. Hopefully, I can bring him to championship spec, so he can cook like Jarno Opmeer should. Coming through on this lap, a little bit cleaner through that little corner there. We're not going wide. Corrected myself of last time. We have got a Red Bull behind us right here. He's on an in lap. He's just done the fastest lap, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So he's keeping up with us still, and he's on an in lap and we're on a hot lap. Not the greatest feeling. Coming through here, middle sector. I love this chicane on this game. Just feels perfect. Thank you, Mark. I haven't set a lap. Now coming through the last sector, I do love this sector as well, especially on this game. I love you can just chuck the car into this corner here. Not like that though, and we have to go make a major correction on that. We're most definitely going to be doing another lap after that. That was scary. That was pretty good catch from me though. I'm quite happy with that. So we come across the line, yeah, 119.2. No, that is not good enough. We need something spectacular this next lap, as we are at the moment P16. Behind Joe, behind Sargent, behind Ricciardo, behind Albon.
Okay,
not a place we're used to.
Down to P16.
If you're watching Marley Behrman career mode, you'll know that is something we're not used to. We're nearly 1.5 tenths up through the first chicane. Let's hope we can keep this gap going up. 2.5 tenths up. We're doing well. Nice and clean through there, hitting the apexes. Nice through there, mounting the curb, getting the speed right. No speed loss. Nice through there. Fucking hell, we are pushing. We are 100th up on Albon through the first sector. Now this is where we're going to lose all our time here. This is how we, once again in the straights, with just a sitting duck. We're gonna, yeah, 500ths we've lost now to Albon. It's not what we wanted. Now we just need to make this a good last sector. Bit like our last lap in Q1. We can just make it nice and clean. That's what we want. Mounting the curve there, that was nice and clean through there. Coming through here, a little bit better, but we do hit the curve and that does slow us down the tiniest bit. We are a second up on our time though, but we need to be doing more than that. We need to be into the 117s if we want to do anything. We are 1.1 second up. Going across the line, we do a 118.1, and yeah, we are slower than our Q1 time, which just puts us in P14, meaning we do not get into Q3, unlike Alex Albon, who does. That is great from him. Absolutely amazing from him. Pushing that Williams to next levels. The Red Bulls are not doing too well this season of my team. But it does good for our acclaim. We still get a good amount of acclaim level there. That's what we want. We want to be upgrading and we want to be updating our acclaim so we can get more sponsors, more money, and hopefully better drivers. Or maybe. Who knows? Who knows what will happen in the season 2? We're only on the second race of this season so far. Anyway, this is just showing you what I've kind of done. We're looking at upgrading now as well. We didn't do too many upgrades before the race anyway. There wasn't really much to show. But now it is time for the race.
It's been a tough couple of years for this venue. We really missed Albert Park. It is a warm welcome back to the Australian Grand Prix. It's Albert Park Circuit, 3.2 miles of bumpy city streets. We have changed the turns at 1, 3, 6 and 13. They have all been widened. We've got rid of the chicane at 9 and 10. That is now a flat-out right-hander. It's a new look that made its debut in 2022. New life into an old classic. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Tsunoda, Gasly, Ricciardo, the Governor, Sargent, Joe, Ocon, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Bottas, and the owner-driver rounds off the grid. And now, it's time to head down to the track. Hello everyone, welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Shakes, and we say hello to Naomi Schiff. I love this moment in the weekend. Put us in their shoes right now. What are they feeling on the grid?
It's a very special time for the drivers. It's almost like everything around you slows down and you become hyper aware. So your nerves slightly go up, your adrenaline's going up. It's the perfect time to start focusing on your visualizations and preparing for the race. So you want to avoid distractions and really stay cool, calm, and focused.
Here we are on the grid for this race. Thank you, Mark, for the inspiration there. Yeah, so we're starting P14, our best starting position, I think. Did we do that well in Saudi? I don't know. But here we are for the start of the race. We're going straight into it, and it is lights out, and away we go. We get a horrible start. Yeah, you will notice this for this race. For some reason, my clutch pedal on my wheel was not working. I have a McLaren, as you can see, we're dropping back incredibly now. We're now back down to last from P14 in the first 2 corners of this race. We will go back to talking about my clutch pedal in a minute. We go fly at the inside of Bottas there. That was a ballsy move from us, but we're going to do a little nice sort of switch back as he's going to get slowed down by our teammate, and we're going to put on the overtake and go around the outside. That's a move that doesn't usually happen, but we did that like it was nothing. Like Bottas was standing still. Now we've got Otmir in front of us, our teammate. We're going to be flying on him. We're putting an overtake. We are ballsing out on this starting lap. We lost down. We went down to last, but this is not how we're going to finish this race. We are going to finish this race like we meant to. Now we're on the back of Magnussen. We've got by our teammate Otmir. That was a good start to us. Horrible start. Good recovery so far. We're going to close up to the back of Magnussen quite a bit here. But as always, they have the acceleration on us. And through this last sector, I just can't stick with them. Now we're getting really close coming onto the pit straight here. We nearly lose the car as we go onto the throttle a little bit too early. But we've got a nice good run of Magnussen here. And we're going to send it up the inside a little bit later on the lap. This is lap 2 now. And we don't make the move work. He keeps the spot. We're losing the car as we're trying to push too much. We tried to recreate what we did in the last lap, but we was not close enough to be able to do that. Now coming on to lap 3 now, we have now got Bottas behind us. He's now 2 turns behind us. He's going to come flying by us coming into turn 1. We're going to try and hold the position, try and defend. We do go around the outside, and we do keep P20 for now. But he's going to come back flying by us into turn 3. He does get the move work. He makes the moves work, and we are down back into P21. The moment is last and last for us in Marlon Motorsport, but we're going to try and claw back some positions here. At least keep with Bottas, and maybe he can drag us towards the Haas cars. Because at the moment we are losing incredible amounts of time. This is not how we want the race to go. It's been a fun race so far, but we need to be clawing back some positions for the championship, as that's what matters here. Not fun, that's for sure. And here we are on lap 5. We've got a good run on Bottas here. We're closing up. He has not lost us yet. We've got DRS and enough ERS to make it work. We're not trying to use all our ERS, we're trying to save it so we can at least, when we have to, fight the Haas cars. We set up the inside. That was a pretty ballsy move from us again. That was an incredible move from us.
Nice move, good job.
We are sending it on this race. Absolutely sending it around people. I've been racing for a good many years now in the F1 games. My first F1 game was F1 2011. So I know my stuff, and we nearly lose the car there through turn 2. This is lap 6 now. Bottas going to catch up to us. That's giving him a really good chance now. We're going to let him by, as there was no point in fighting it. It's just going to lose us more time to the cars in front. We're going to still try and keep up with him because we lose the car on the exit of the corner there. Yeah, this car's getting a bit tricky now. The tyres are starting to wear. The tyres are wearing so quickly on this car. It's a joke how quickly we're losing all grip. But we're still keeping up with Bottas here. Our teammate is keeping up with us. He might have a good run on us here into the chicane, my favourite chicane on the track. He's going to try around the outside. We're going to lose some time on Bottas here, but he's going to try around the outside. We do make a bit of contact, but we do keep the position as we just brake that tiniest bit later than them. Now we're still sticking with Bottas here as he does not have DRS, and we do. We are good on the DRS at the moment. We're going to be following that rear wing, what says unleashed on it, because we are unleashed now, where we have not a lot of overtake, but we have got DRS. But we're going to try and save some ERS now, as we've got the DRS on him and the slipstream. We're going to be able to keep up with him and not have to use ERS at all. Perfect through there, a little bit of corner cutting, but who says that's a bad thing? Not me. As we are on the back of him, we are now unleashed, I should say. We're not unleashed by him just yet. We need to close up that a little bit more. Now at this point, what you haven't seen, Hulkenberg has now got an issue. So that's why he has started to slow down. That's why you're going to see the Haas cars slowly trickle down to us. Which is good for us. There's Ferrari leading at the moment, but it is so close in that little top 10 pack, I think that is. It's going to be interesting to see who actually wins that race, as you can see on the track map. As we're following tightly behind Bottas, nice and neatly, keeping it going, keeping the car moving. Just trying to make sure that we don't make any mistakes. As you can see, we are now 2.7 seconds behind the Haas cars, and that gap is falling, because we have now got DRS on Bottas. Once again, we're going to save DRS while behind him, just so we have some more to fight with later on in the race. It was so quick for that chicane, it does not matter. We're going to have to use a little bit of ERS here. We move up to medium ERS. We're going to try and keep up with him, not pass him, because once again, that will not be good for our race, and it will not help our race in the long run. But once again, we are closing up to him again. At this point, we're thinking, go for the move, keep it stuck, but we don't keep it stuck as he does the switchback on us. So we go too deep, but we're going to go on the inside there, and he could not make it work on the outside. So we are keeping position in P20 as the Haas cars are now in sight. We can now see them, and we are now chasing them. 1.9 seconds ahead of us, Hulkenberg is. He has fallen off of the other of Magnussen, so we are now going to be looking to try and get Hulkenberg. As here we are, we're boxing. Hulkenberg doesn't, Altmaier doesn't. Us, Bottas, Magnussen, and Ocon have. I don't know if we're going to be able to jump Magnussen, but we're definitely going to be able to get Hulkenberg. I think the undercut here is really strong from what I remember. Here we are, our pit crew, the Magic team. Bottas, we're coming out ahead of Bottas, which is what we need. As you can see there, so back to what happened with the clutch. Yeah, so I've got the McLaren GT3 wheel from Fanatec, and for some reason, since the new update on F1, my clutch wasn't working. I've sorted it out now. I don't know what I did to fix it, but my clutch pedal wasn't working, so when I was putting in the clutch, nothing was happening, which was an issue, obviously. Bottas now, 2 tenths behind us. He's going to be chasing us now. We are slow on these new tyres. We did hit the wall. I don't know if you saw on the going into turn 3, we hit the wall, and I wasn't sure about if we had damage or not. I know it was only a light tap, but apparently to Mark we don't have damage. So yeah, we're just slow on these new tyres. I think this is just where they're cold. Bottas overtakes us on lap 10 now of this race. Sonoda. Yeah, I don't know why I talked about Sonoda. He's nowhere near us. Anyway, our teammate is now going to be coming into the pits. Here we are down the pit straight, still lap 10, moving on to lap 11. We are going to overtake Hulkenberg and our teammate while in there in the pits. And now Stroll is the car in front of us after Bottas. Alright, Bottas ahead of us, 6 tenths ahead. We're going to keep within DRS and we're going to try and stick with him like glue. We don't want to lose his side. We want to be him. We want to be with him. We want to be inside him. That sounds dodgy. Alright, I'm going to stop talking for a minute. That was a short enough minute to me. Alright, here we have no ERS. This is going to be a struggle to stay with him, but we have got the DRS, and we have got DRS for the next 2 straights. Here we are on the next lap, green sector 1, lap 12 of this race. We are still with Bottas. There's no hope in us getting any higher than P19 at this point, but we're going to try our best to keep P19, and we're going to go for it as we close up massively there, still saving our rest, because otherwise we're going to have nothing to attack with later on in life. I don't know why I said life. That was a bit deep. I meant this race. Coming through here, again sticking with him. We're getting better through this like little last bit of the sector here as the race goes on, but not good enough. As you can see how much Bottas pulls away, so we try to push as hard as we can on the exit there, nearly hitting the wall. That must have been millimetres away. Pretty good from us, I would say. Coming through here, we've closed up on Bottas again.
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
Thank you, Mark. Here we've got a good chance here. We're going to send up the inside. This time we're not going to go too deep on it, and we make the move work perfectly, and we are up into P19. But that might have been a bad decision now I think about it, because now coming through to this straight, this big straight here, DRS is going to be on his side, and we are not going to have it, and we don't have enough ERS to protect ourselves. This is going to be tricky for us to defend. We have to use ERS when we need to. Like now, we should be sticking on overtake, but we don't. We let him back by. I don't know why we let him back by, considering we are 8 seconds ahead of Hulkenberg at this point.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focused.
We don't need to worry about the cars behind. We just need to worry about Bottas right now. There's a car in front of us that's locked up, and that's why we've got a bit of a smoke screen in front of us. It's not what we want, really. We're alright though, coming through this last sector once again. closing up to the back of Bottas there, almost going into the back of him. Trying a bit of a different line through here. Does not work in my favour at all. Don't know what I was thinking. But we have got a bit of overspeed here, and it is kind of working because we've got DRS. We're not pushing on ERS, we're still only sticking with the medium. We're not trying to use it too much, but we have got overtake on now. We've got DRS, turning overtake off. We're on hot lap mode. We're going to be looking for the inside again, but we do not go for it as we learned from our mistake of last time. This time, we're going to wait until the DRS and wait until then, see if we can go for the move then. So right now, we do have enough ERS. We've got the ERS now. We're alright there in terms of that. We're able to save it as long as we stick behind him and be clever. It's not my thing usually, but being clever is what we're going to have to do for this race. We've got a good run on him now. We are up into overtake, DRS. We are on his rear. We're going to go to the inside, and we do make the move work once again. That is our happy hunting ground right there. We do like turning it up there. Now we've got DRS once again, so we can try and pull away, but he is keeping with us. He's got the slipstream. Slipstream is incredibly strong on this game. This is stupidly strong, the slipstream is. We're trying to push through this sector. It doesn't work out for us. As we go onto the gravel, he's going to look around the outside of us. He might make the move work onto the switch. We go deep into that corner, the second to last corner of the track. Onto the last corner, we're going to have to go defensively onto the line, off the racing line. Going to turn 1, we're going to try and cut slowly back so we can get onto the racing line, but we give him a little bit of room just so he can't complain back to us when the stewards bring us up to the room, which might happen soon. This is a mega battle for us right now. One hell of a battle. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to try around the outside. We're going to stay on the outside of him, going into the second corner of the second part of that chicane, and we keep the position for now. We're coming through to this DRS section. It's going to be even more interesting.
5.5 seconds.
Mark, this is not an important thing for us anymore. The gap ahead is a joke. We're not going to be catching them, but he's got a good run on us now. Bottas does. He's going to look around the outside of us, going into the chicane. He gets by us before the chicane even happens. So we're now behind Bottas once again. But we got another good run on him. He's going to have DRS, but we will have slipstream, which is just as strong on this game, really. Even a little bit less stronger. But we're going to send it up the inside, really deep. As you can see, I felt like I cut the corner there, so I did let off, and I let him back by. I don't want to beat him on. I don't want to beat him for P19 while risking my career. It's not how we want it. Although I do own the team. Anyway, lap 17 of this race, we have got DRS on Bottas. We have now got ERS just enough to make the move work, I think. We are going to go into the back of him and break our wing, which is now lost our chances to go into P19.
It's going to cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
We're going to send it up the inside stupidly, frustratingly. That was, I don't know what I was thinking there. That was just frustration of going into the back of him. Completely my fault. We're not going to pit. We're going to try and keep it to the end. It's only 3 laps, so there's no point in pitting. Yeah, just annoying really. After all of that, after that really good battle we had with Bottas, just annoying to be going into the back of him like that. A stupid mistake. Not what we need, especially as the team. It's going to mean we're not earning so much money. As Max Verstappen is out of the race. There's another car slowing down there on the track map. I think it's Lando Norris. Yes, it is. Lando Norris and Max Verstappen have retired from the Grand Prix. This is not going to be a safety car because it's on lap 19 of the race. But what a end to the race. 2 championship contenders are both out of the race. Second race of the season. What an end. Lap 19. That puts us into P18 and we'll put our teammate into P20. Hopefully he can make the move work, and he does make the move work on Hulkenberg and gets up to P19. So we are best finished as a team. Not one to brag about, but definitely good. It's improvement. P18 from P14, not great for us. I was hoping for better, but beggars can't be choosers, as a wise man once said.
But now it's time for Grand Prix success.
Oscar Piastri wins the Grand Prix at his home race. which is just impressive.
And I just absolutely love the scenes
I
of
love
that in
this.
lap today. You could see how much this meant to the crowd, and you know that for the driver that's going to mean so much. You look up to the crowd and you know that the majority of them there are there for you today. So it was a great day to make it count.
Yeah, great race.
Our drivers are making
Absolute
their
great
way
race
out
from
for the
him.
podium celebrations, and it's going to be
Only
McLaren picking up the winner's
under a
trophy.
week from
Congratulations to the
when
entire
him wins
team
his first
for that
race in
fantastic
real life.
performance.
This is his first race win in my career mode at his home race, which is just amazing. Something I'd love to see next season now. That'd be definitely something to see. But yeah, guys, that's the race for us. Okay weekend for us. Definite improvement. P14 in qualifying, P18 in the race. What could have been if we didn't mess up the start? Who knows? Maybe we could have kept up with the Haas cars. I have a feeling we would have fallen away anyway. But it was still a good race for us. Maybe improvement into Imola, I think, which is the next race. Oscar Piastri wins the Grand Prix. You can see everyone moves up positions because of those two. I don't know who was leading Briar. I don't think it was a dominant victory from Mr. Oscar Piastri, but it was definitely a victory nonetheless. Our teammate has moved up positions, which is, I suppose, again, something. Yeah. Okay weekend. Not points, not top 15, but you know, it's improvement from the last race. Our acclaim goes up. We level up as a team as well, which is again something we need. We need to attract more sponsors, and that's what we need to do. As you can see, 10k because of the damage that front wing. It was annoying about that damage. Maybe we could have got Bottas if we didn't outbrake ourselves into that corner. But hey. That is the life of things in Formula 1. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe. Make sure to put that bell on so you can get notified when I upload. And see ya later.